created by Hank Kaminsky in 2002 with a group of 20 sculptors. It's a bronze relief sculpture, and it is covered with over 100 languages, all depicting the message, "May peace prevail on earth." I chose this piece because of how local it is and because of its unique qualities, which really represent the Fayetteville area. The sculptor Hank Kaminsky is a native New Yorker who started his earliest work in education and science, where he excelled in electronics. After an inspiring road trip through the desert states, Kaminsky moved to Eureka Springs and then to Fayetteville in 1984. Kaminsky opened a 6,000 square foot studio and foundry where he began the Village Sculptor Studio. This studio was instrumental for him and his team in creating the World Peace Fountain. Kaminsky used his own technique he calls the sand matrix design, which involves working in the negative space and the open face of a sand mold. Starting as potter's clay, the sphere took a combined 8,000 hours to be molded. The 4-ton sculpture relief piece was then assembled from 42 bronze segments. The fountain was commissioned in 2000 by the city of Fayetteville and was completed and installed by New Year's Eve 2002. Kaminsky is known for his synthesis of spiritual energy and the raw organic forms of his public art, which can easily be seen in the World Peace Fountain. The spherical bronze globe, standing 10 feet in diameter, rests on a reflecting pool and is showered with flowing water, giving a sense of peace and simplicity. The fountain can also easily spin clockwise, a reference to the Tibetan prayer wheel, also known as mani. Covered with religious text, a mani is used for spreading spiritual blessing and well-being upon those who reflectively turn them. Saying the words of peace out loud or silently while spinning the mani will invoke the intention and blessings of Shan Rajay, the embodiment of compassion. Tibetan prayer wheels always turn clockwise in order to read the sacred text, and because it follows the direction of the sun. This Tibetan reference was controversial in the beginning, but has gained support for its universal message of peace and simplicity. As a public artist, Kaminsky was inspired to find a symbolic representation of the Fayetteville community and what he calls the search for the shape of the face of God. In an interview with Ozarks at Large on KUAF, Kaminsky explained that this meant he wanted to be able to represent the community's spirit through his art forms. Kaminsky's art is influenced by the work of Donatello, Rodin, and minimalists like Pomodoro, who gave him the incentive to speak an opposing vision. Kaminsky is very active in the local art community, and his pieces can be found all over the city of Fayetteville. For example, he created a monument for Senator J. William Fulbright and a fountain for the recently built Washington Regional Medical Center. I met Hank Kaminsky at the Fayetteville Farmers Market, where he proudly displays pieces of his art. Most are repurposed pieces of clay molding from the World Peace Fountain. As an artist, Kaminsky is very personable while explaining his passion and love for the art he creates.